And we are live. Welcome everyone. This is your host Abraham L. Jaguar. I will do a sound check in a few moments. First of all, this channel is proudly sponsored by Dead Studios, the publishers and developers of Dames of Asstoria, a tabletop role-playing game where you play as monster girls, experiencing high adventure in a world that doesn't fully accept them. They have recently released Daughters of Lamb. This is a pay what you want tabletop RPG, where you get to play as cybernetic nuns with guns, looking for the missing pieces of their AI god. You will find it in their website. The link will be in the description and in the pinned comment. A moment, please, while I check the sound. Sound is good. This channel is also proudly sponsored by the Red Room Publishing. Please check out their store for exclusive tabletop RPG products and check out their recent release, Final Frontier, a streamlined sci-fi RPG where you get to explore space in search of justice, profit, or both. You will find it in their website. The link will be in the description and in the pinned comment as well. Today, I am continuing the Dark Souls 3 campaign. Here we go. While eating bread. Mm, I'm going to go to the catacombs area because I think there are several things that I need to explore there. Mm, mhm. And then after I finish exploring that part, I'm going to go back to the painted world of Aramis, like that section, that arc. Mm, mm, mm. Because there were several. Oh, I should have taken this one. There were several places where I saw like items that I couldn't reach from one side. So maybe I can find the other way around to get those items. Ah, crap! Forgot about this bastard. At least they drop a lot of gems. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Be wary of ambush. That's my message. It's a good thing I warned me about that. Oh! Oh! Just try it. Poison! Fuck! I should have waited a bit for the poison to go. Nope, to go down. Ah, crap. No, poison sucks. Sucks so much. So what I'm going to do, well, it's still good for farming souls and shards and all that. But I am going to go back to the bonfire to rid myself of the poison. Don't need that poison siphoning away my health. Mhm. Mhm. Fuck! I thought it was, it was going to drop. Oh no! No, 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 no poison! No poison! Fuck you! Wow, these guys, like, they are all about the poison. Oh, what the fuck? Fuck you! Okay. Mm. He was just as surprised as I was when we bumped into each other. Hmm. Oh, it's those things. Oh, fucking red! She was going to do it again? What? That's the one that I complained about in the previous session that I said, that is so metagamey, like, you have the fucking slime just hanging there and not dropping on the enemy below. Doesn't make too much sense. Mm, but I'm going to put a message here because um, be wary of right, and then be wary of up. I hope that makes some sense. Mm, no. I remember there were some slimes around here. Hmm. You know what's really weird? One of those bizarre things that suddenly happen and you kind of wonder, right? That it's a bit strange. Mm, obviously I'm not going to say the name because this is not to like to shame the individual or to call to call that woman out. But in Discord, my channel has been becoming a little bit more popular, just a tiny bit more popular. So I've been getting like friend invites and well, and just messages at wow fuck you at random. And I was surprised the other day. Oh fuck, because as a female streamer, really like that, a female streamer, she contacted me. But she's one of the not exactly the most famous, but sufficiently famous. She sent me a message via Discord, like well, basically like how you call it in English when someone says something nice, but like with various compliments, like oh you are this and that. I think you are this and this other thing. And she asked me like a personal question as to why I got into. Oh fuck! What was that? A slime? No, into streaming. And I gave her the response, and then I asked her back what got her into this business, and she didn't reply. And then like 4 days passed, 4 or 5 days, and no reply whatsoever. And I was like, wow, like very very weird because it gave me like a mixed signal. Because I'm always looking forward to doing co-ops, how you say collabs with others. Just like I have been doing with Kiyomi and Fokul and oh fuck, and Eden. Oh, stranger than your run, run. And tomorrow I am doing fuck you, poison, a collab with Sunray, last another and a VTuber. So I thought it was really really odd that she suddenly first she started out very strong, giving me all sorts of compliments. And when I asked her a question back, because I answered, I just told her, well, because I like pretty much the same answer I give to everyone. I like to talk about games. So I thought maybe I should play games while I talk about them during a stream. And then she just like, I guess you could consider it ghosting, but it's basically just not a follow up. But yeah, it's very weird. That is, why would somebody ask you like a somewhat personal question while giving you a bunch of compliments and then just like, oh yeah, and dropping the conversation? Very weird. Nah, yeah, I don't want poison on my character. You know what I think? I think she got a good impression from a video or my pick. Who knows? You never know, right? But then she watched you know that I never hold back, and I always present myself just how I am. I am not pretending to be someone I am not. So my guess is that she heard or saw something that spooked her away, and that's why the conversation ended. Oh no! But it's still a very rude thing to initiate a line of conversation with someone and then just drop it all together, just like that. Not even like, oh, cool, right? So like if you want to end the conversation, that's oh nice. Oh, this bastard. There we go. Wow. Do I have those? What was that? The glue? What? Ah, yeah, back. No, not useful. Mm, two Black Knight armors. I should sell one of them. I'm not even going to wear them anyway. Mm, more bread. Mm, I think that two of the major problems that create division among people in current times. Mm, uh, first problem, people are very uneducated. Not in the sense that you have to go to the fucking mainstream school, but in terms of decency. What the fuck was that sound? Like people have gotten so used to dismissing others when they're actually quality people. I would understand it if you were to dismiss or ignore someone of low quality like a fucking thug or something, but like a decent person, like suddenly just ignoring them like that and being rude overall makes absolutely no sense. What was the other thing? Or maybe both of those problems combined into a single one. A lack of respect. That's it. What? There was another one? There's a generalized lack of respect. Like someone is shooting at me. Because the media has been telling you what to respect or who to respect. But people do not really think for themselves. They do not think, who should I respect, right? Like they're waiting for someone to tell them, it's here. You should respect corrupt millionaires. You should respect demagogue politicians. You should respect. Oh, what the fuck? What was that? I'm going to get back my souls. You should respect those demagogue religious leaders. And so people they have been programmed, and they never decide on a case by case basis who they should respect. They're always waiting for someone to tell them who they should validate, who they should value. They cannot think for themselves. Need to get my souls. Mm-hmm. Lots of shards, though. Even if these guys don't give you too many souls, you can still sell off the Titanite shards that you obtain. And I guess that how you can really know what's inside of a person when the person is a well, you see that the person is a critical thinker, especially when it comes to valuing others. Now, perhaps some of you are aware, those of you that watch my reviews, that in a recent in a recent review, I was given a small donation by a guy that it seems that he has been attacked somewhat. I don't know exactly what was the beef with him. I'd rather not find out, but if necessary, I will have to look into it. But like I said, I don't. I always wait until like to interact with the person before just believing rumors or scandals. But this guy, he's obviously, I would say, significantly rich. So rich to the point that he actually got into beef with Netflix. And like I said, I don't know exactly what happened, but I have heard people like attacking him and whatnot. But my interactions with him have been very positive. And like I said, Nero, welcome. I was Goldman till Barg taught me critical thinking with Dungeons and Dragons and Twigs. But you know what's hilarious about Barg when people found out that Barg held a woman and her children at gunpoint when he was escaping prison. They called him out on this. And the idiot was like, okay, I'm gonna, do you stream somewhere else other than, not only here. Oh, you don't have a name, right? I'll call you the blue guy because you have like a blue icon. But not only here in YouTube. But like I said, when they called out Barg because he held a woman and her children at gunpoint, he basically stole their car for a moment to make his escape from prison. And he got called out for it. And then he was like, oh, I'm going to make a video addressing that. He never did it. Never did the video. That was very thuggish of fucking Barg. That is, if you're an Ubermensch making your escape from prison, did you really have to attack a woman and her kids? Right? Like, if you're super tough, super wise, super smart, honorable, why would you target a woman and her kids while making your escape? I bet you there were at the very least in the highway perhaps 3 or 4 cars with, what are you talking about? Bart Vikernes. You don't know him? He's not that famous. He's a bit of an internet meme. He was at one time one of the most famous black metal musicians. Infamous, you could say. He gained some popularity by burning churches, and he unalived his bandmate Euronymous. And we used to talk because he's also into tabletop RPGs. Funny enough, he used to have a YouTube channel here. He still has like another YouTube channel, but it is not as popular as the one that YouTube nuked. He actually doesn't show his face in that channel. But yeah, long story short, after he got put into prison for stabbing his bandmate, he made his escape. Mayhem, exactly, mayhem. Yeah. Made his escape, and during his escape, he killed a woman and her kids at gunpoint to take their cars. Wow, are you talking about the group Mayhem? Exactly. And so, I was just saying that that was not honorable at all. And if you need to do that, right? I don't know, you had some circumstances. And you needed to take the car from someone. Why target a woman? Like, that is a woman and her kids. Why not look for the thuggish looking guy? Like, oh, this guy looks like a total scumbag. And take his car. And when he got called out for it, he said, "Oh, I'm I'm going to explain myself in a video." Never did it. So yeah, I didn't appreciate that. But back to my original line of saying what I was saying. Ah, yeah, I was just commenting that in current times there are a lot that are constantly telling others who to respect. So, oh fuck, oh no, 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 no. And I commented that there is a guy. I'm going to avoid mentioning his name because I think he's getting how you call uh, targeted by character assassination. And I think he's a good example of someone that you shouldn't believe the rumors about. He's a guy that is fairly wealthy. Oh my gosh, bro, I came to this stream from a random comment you left in my. I'm new. How do you know Group Mayhem? And I'm really interested in that topic. Also, are you talking about Barg? Yes. Yes, because Barg and I used to be friends, like until he revealed his true self and he didn't change his ways. We exchanged videos. Um, in my channel, I have a response to Bark Bickerness concerning Hackmaster and intelligence in combat or something. Let me look it up for you. Let me get myself into a safe position because those enemies are very deadly. A moment, please. Mm-mm. Let me maximize myself and look for that video where I talked to him. Should be around here. Barg. Ah, here it is. Yeah. In fact, we got into an argument because Barg said something very moronic. He said that time he said that. Let me put it on the chat. That intelligence has no effect on battle, on personal combat. Here's the link. But I gave him my response, and for how we say, for all that is worth, he took it really well. Let's see, Nero. Jaguar is very powerful. He knows many things. He's not your run-of-the-mill Dio lookalike. Unlike other Dio lookalikes. But yeah, we used to, Barg and I used to talk a lot about tabletop RPGs, and it was funny because all of his fans were like, Barg, Barg, Senpai Barg, please pay attention to me. But Barg was always like commenting on my videos, a bit like stalking me. So it was funny because I actually didn't know who he was back then. But yeah, sad to say that after his second imprisonment, Barg was not the same. I think that after the first imprisonment, he was trying to turn a new leaf. He was going through his redemption arc. But after that, oof. He also, how you say, managed to overcome his racism quite a bit when speaking to me. You know, because Barg always says that those of us that have brown eyes, we have shed-colored eyes, right? I would appreciate it if he would call my eyes as brown as the soil or as the bark of the trees, right? But there was one time that he said, whenever I talk to you, I feel like I am talking to a mirror. So I guess that for a narcissist, that is a super compliment. Like the narcissist is never going to compare himself to someone else because he thinks he's above everyone else. But yeah, I guess somehow there was something about me that reminded him of himself, which is a bit worrisome. But yeah, those were fun times for what it's worth. Despite uh, the breaking apart between us. But yeah, back to the other guy. Like I said, I know this guy. Oh, lava! Wow! No, no, no! I'm not jumping that. Could I jump this? If I jump this, I'm going to unalive myself. Can I do it? Let me. I could, but it's too risky, right? Like, could I do it? Let me see if I have a ring to protect my souls. Sacrifice, ring of sacrifice. No, I do not. I do not have it. Well, let's try. Let's try. Ah! Ah! I'm alive. Oh, oh, let's get him. Wow, almost died. How do you get that thing over there? You need like a ring of fire resistance, right? Mm, the slime is coming. Hmm. Uh, so yeah, very rich guy. Let's see. When did that happen? And did Barg's channel get deleted from YouTube? From it's actually crazy to hear this. And is Barg in prison now, or for holding a woman? No, that the holding a woman thing happened when he tried to escape jail. It was in the 90s, right, Nero? Also, did he escape prison? I missed that part. Yes, there are actually several means. If you look here in the internet, video called Barg escapes from prison. Let me show it to you. That's a very funny video. Yeah. Let's see. Maximize once more. There we go. Let me show it to you. It's a very funny video. Mm, Barg escapes prison. Barg is a fountain of memes. Like the guy is comedy gold. Barg escapes prison. Yeah, there are two videos actually. I'm going to show both of you, both of the videos. Let's see, going into the live stream over here. Um, okay, this is the first funny video, and read the comment section. You will find something very interesting. Okay, Emma, watch that video. Be right back. Yes, here's the link for the first video, and this other video over here is also pretty funny. Here it is. Two Bark funny videos for your viewing pleasure. But yes, that's the woman and got at gunpoint. Oh, what the fuck? Oh no, I drank something and I didn't know. Oh, I was almost killed by the slime. What the fuck? Did a slime make his fucking slime? I drank something that I shouldn't have. I was saving that. Wow, that's why you can never be too safe in Dark Souls. Like, it was a miracle that they didn't get unalive. And he went to prison for homicide in the mid-90s and was free by the end of 2000s. Aha. But he made his escape in the 90s. That's you can even find the actual footage when he gets captured, when he stole the car from the woman. Is that one of the videos of him escaping in a pink bike? That's the second video, exactly, Nero. But the first one, I think it is funnier. And you will also find the original Bark comment there. Someone pinned it before he got nuked. Oh, nice. What is this? Illusion ahead. Oh! Let me write that. Illusion ahead. That's a good way. Illusion. What is it? Concepts? Sadness? Illusion? No. Back. Orientation. Geography. Human path ahead. So yeah, that's basically it. Barg attempted to escape prison the first time, couldn't do it. That's when he stole the car from the woman, and then when he was free, he created his YouTube channel. When I met him, he was considerably friendly person. Bark karate kicked through a wall and had to fight 80 guards single-handedly. Yeah, yeah. After doing all of that, he took the car from the woman. But then he got put into prison again because his wife, he and his wife were accumulating firearms, which makes no sense, right? But Bark has been known to do things when he accumulates stuff. Like the first time he got incarcerated, he had who knows how many kilograms of explosives. That's why I find it very suspicious when he started to destroy the churches, because some of those buildings could have been of Tartarian make, and there is an agenda to destroy the buildings from the ancient Tartarian Empire. So, Barg, what were you doing with all of those explosives in your house? Especially considering that your father, YouTube, you can verify this, was working for Saddam Hussein. But just in case, this is science fiction, YouTube. Mm. So yeah, that's pretty much how things went. But back to what I was originally saying, there is this guy that is getting slandered sometimes. I don't know exactly what the drama was with him. He's so wealthy that he actually gave Netflix. Oh, oh fuck, a run for their money. They got He got into a conflict with Netflix in court, and they reached a solution. How do you call it when you reach a solution outside of court? Well, I did that outside of court, and he's always getting attacked for whatever reason. So I have to wonder exactly. I haven't looked too much into it why he gets attacked, because when it comes to his interactions with me, like I said in a recent review that I did, he gave me a $25 donation. He has always been very friendly. Mm, so I wonder if he's getting character assassinated. Hmm. Oh, fuck. The basilisks. These guys, they can kill you. Oh, because of the petrification. Run, 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 run. Hmm. Aha. Oh, I hope he didn't get into trouble. Let's call him Mr. Everyday. That's going to be his code name. I don't know why Mr. Everyday, like I said, he's currently getting attacked. I hope it is not because of some woke shit. Maybe he's getting targeted by the quartering. That could, I don't know, you never know. Of course, the Goblin Bulls are going to badmouth Barg. Yeah, but no, this is not Barg, this is another guy. And Barg, well, you really don't need to badmouth Barg, right? Like, he has a lot of baggage. He badmouths himself with all of his contradictions. Oh! No, but Barg, I am 100% sure Barg works for the goblins. So many of his things fall into the agenda. Barg, he said that the place we are living in is of in science fiction YouTube, of a spherical shape. And those of you that have seen my evidence, I always present, unlike Barg, I always present my evidence whenever I come up with some wild claims, right? And I can show you the videos where science fiction NASA, using the wires and green screen to fake gravity. In science fiction YouTube, we are just talking about video games. And Barg was always defending that. He also said, message was rated, nice. He also said that there didn't exist. I really can't mention these things in YouTube, but you know let's call them the lines in the sky. In science fiction, the lines in the sky, the ones that you see like the crisscross. and they create puffs of smoke in the sky in science fiction. In science fiction, YouTube. This is a science fiction setting. Barg also said that they were not real. So and you start to see all of the bullshit, and you see that he falls into the agenda. But yeah, anyway, when it comes to the other guy that I'm telling you, the everyday guy, I think he's getting character assassinated just because. But as a disclaimer, I haven't looked really into the conflict. I've only had positive interactions with that guy, but if he's because of a woke shit, then yeah, I can understand how that backfired. Because a lot of people get into the woke thing, the ESG, Sweet Baby Inc., censorship, all of that, because they think they're going to get more money from the chosen goblins. The elite, the corrupt elite, is Varga flat? No, no, no. The contrary, on the contrary, he is the globe earther. Ah, maybe you haven't seen my evidence. You haven't seen the evidence, have you? We need to show the evidence to the world. A moment, please, while I put myself in a safe position because this, it's Dark Souls. There's always danger. I am always glad to help someone to see the truth. A moment, please, while I maximize. Let me show you this video. Uh, uh, um, it's not that I am a flat earther. You will see. You will see what exactly is going on. Was it the John Thor? John Thor. Okay, yeah. The scientific method. Don't just trust things. Here's the evidence. Here's the evidence right here on screen. This channel, really good channel. There are several channels, but this one is one of the best. John Thor. Let's watch it. This science fiction YouTube. Just fake it. Over 50 unbelievable moments in outer space. Okay, let's take a look. Let's take a look. Ahaha. Yeah, talking about a certain Earth. Did you go to see David Stay's photon pill? No. No, no. Okay, okay. Everybody, welcome to the NASA circus. This is in outer space, the space station, right? Okay. First, take a look at the guy at the back with the yellow stripes. Eyes on the eye behind with the yellow stripes. He's going to look upwards because the cables are coming loose. Like, whoa, 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 whoa. The cables are coming loose, right? Right, right. Okay, like green screen and wires, remember, in movies in Hollywood, you have, rest in peace, David Stay. You have your green screen and your wires, right? But you could be thinking, no, probably it's something else, right? Let's take a closer look. Now pay attention to two of the guys, the guy on the light blue shirt and the guy in the dark blue to his right. Whoa! Why is he reaching towards the pants of the other guy? Let's take a closer look. Let's zoom in. Let's zoom in in slow motion. Slow motion. Take a closer look. And the hair of that woman. Don't you think that if gravity didn't exist, if gravity existed, the hair wouldn't be like a spray gel, like she's used hairspray on her hair to keep it standing up? But let's take a closer look at the guy with the blue shirt. Look, look, look. I want you to pay attention to his hip to see the wire. It gets better. Look, you see this part right here. Keep your eyes on it. Keep your eyes on it. That's where the wire is attached. He's getting pulled. Keep looking. Keep looking. Okay, they're going to do a close up. Do you see here? This is being pulled by the wire. Now this guy in the dark blue, he's going to pull on the wire. The idiot starts pulling on the wire. Look, here goes. Why is he grabbing a wire? If gravity exists, and a lot of you watching my video know that it does not exist. I might be stupid, bro, but I don't get it. What should I focus on? What's the theory? Do you know in Hollywood when they want someone to jump or fly, they have to attach wires, and the wires are the thing that is holding you, right? You see, if you do not have wires, you cannot do those spins. So they use green screen like in Hollywood. The actor not in science fiction. The science fiction YouTube, this is not true. No, we believe the mainstream YouTube. The actor not needs to use the wires to do those flips because there is no gravity in science fiction. It's density. We are dense. We are more dense than air. That's why we fall down. We are more dense than air. And also, didn't you find it very strange that the shooting stars and meteors and all of that, they always fall down? You will never see a rain of stars going up or from the side. They always fall down because there is up and down. The problem with the science fiction YouTube flat Earth meme is that there are a bunch of idiots, some that are not very smart, but also others that are disinformants. Like they spread about false information in science fiction YouTube. They make it look as if we are like living in a disk, like in a floating pizza in outer space. We live in what appears to be an infinite plane. But it gets wilder, it gets crazier. Within this infinite plane of ours, there are several domes. I'm not even joking. There are so many videos. Civilians have launched. Why don't people in Australia fall down then? Exactly because they are not living upside down. They are here on our same level. We are living here. Like imagine the plane. We are over here. There is nobody down here. There is no one down under in science fiction. Here, this science fiction YouTube, this is not true. We are over here. Over, all of us. Like I said, if we are living in a fucking ball, no disrespect, bro. How does people. I have just told you exactly. If we were living in a ball, why do the stars, the meteors, never go up? We would see them. Like imagine we are living in the ball in outer space, and we always see the rains falling down. We are never going to see them going to side from side to side or down. We're in a plate, no, like a plane. Like how you call it, land. That's why they call it flat because we are living in land that extends really far away. But I highly recommend this video. It has so many evidence, so much evidence of the wire work. There is another video clip here where they show another one of the actors flying from side to side. Look, he's adjusting his frame, the frames, the wire. He's adjusting the wire up top. There's another guy. Let's see if it's in this video where he flies from side to side. There are many examples here. Why are other planets? No, they have been lying about planets as well. The science fiction YouTube. This is speculation. This is fantasy. They are actually, and you're going to love this. It seems like they are plasma formations. It's very strange. If you shoot sound with great force into water, they produce a plasma, a light. It emanates light. You can actually carry out these experiments. So the things that you know as planets, it appears that they are light, reflections, projections of light. This has been verified. You can search here in the internet, Mars. Let's see if I can find it for you. They really did a lot to hide that evidence. There is a museum that supposedly was given a piece of Mars by NASA in science fiction. Let's see, Mars, petrified wood, and they realized that the piece that were given by NASA, yeah, they already hit it. It's actually a piece of petrified wood. They are faking everything. Yeah, they hit it. So the planets are real. The planets are real, but they are not a physical in science fiction. Physical matter, right? They are these we have actually managed to map the real map of the world we are living in thanks to the reflections of the moon and Mars. You have probably heard the expression the mirror of the moon. But yeah, definitely take a look at all of these videos. They show all of the wire work, the green screen. You know, you have your green screen to use the wires so that they disappear. Let's see. Curious about your experience with David. Did you watch the Metacore interview, or you also joined David's community? Mm. And a lot of people could be thinking, but why are they lying, right? Why so much effort in lying about outer space, right? So here, take a look. The wires. Let's see it with the graphics. You see, take a look. Here's the connection of the wires. Incredible. Where's the line? They're going to put a red line to further help you see. Look, look. There we go. It's really interesting to hear about this theory. It's not a theory. Once you have seen the planets, you could say, here, let me show you. Vibes of Cosmos. Do you want to see a real world in science fiction? This is the real. The science fiction YouTube, we are just LARPing. We are. This is what we have been deciphering so far. This science fiction YouTube, this is not real. What I am saying is not real, YouTube. This is, we believe the mainstream. We trust the mainstream. We don't think. We trust the mainstream. This is just a section. We live here in this little tiny whitish area in the center. Do you see it, this little thing? That's where we live. Everything else. Where is the edge of the earth? There is no edge. Infinite plane. Infinite land. We do not know where the edge is. The closest thing we could consider like an edge, that is the Antarctica Ring in science fiction. And beyond that, let me see if I can have a larger map. It's here in Vibes of Cosmos. This map has been obtained by reflections of the moon. This is the moon's surface, because it is actually a plasma projection. Do you see all of the craters here of the moon? You're not showing anything on the screen, the image. Ah, fuck! You're right, I forgot to minimize myself. Thank you for telling me. Okay, no, no. Let me go back for a moment. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Mm, it was. Thank you for telling me, because I was going to show you that. Let me show you it again. Where is it? Here it is. Back to the. Okay, yeah. More wire work. This is the one that I was telling you. Look, he needs the wires to do the little somersault. That's how the wires would look if the green screen was not applied. He's hanging from the wires, faking gravity. Sometimes I forget, yeah, to turn on minimize myself. Now let's go back to Vibes of Cosmos. Vibes of Cosmos. This is the real in science fiction YouTube. This is all science fiction. The real. Here we have the surface of the moon. These are not craters on the moon. The moon is a plasma projection. These craters are actually craters of our world. The moon reflects our world. Take a look. It is a mirror of our world. We live over here, this whitish area, small whitish area here. This is where we are, and that's why they use the whole drama. They no, we live in a ball in science fiction. We're living in a ball because they don't want us to know in science fiction YouTube we are just a very, very, very tiny portion of infinite land. There is no edge. We're not in a floating disc in the middle of nowhere. We This is land, infinite land everywhere. Moon is on a plasma projection. What is it being projected on? There is a star called Polaris above us. Polaris at the very top. They call it the throne of God. In the Bible, when you have seen, look at this, the real size of Africa, the real African continent, much, much larger than that we have been told. The Polaris, the star above us, projects light. Earth in infinite land, exactly. Projects light downwards. And from the North Pole, in the North Pole, there is a huge hole. And from that hole, in science fiction, light is projected upwards. When Polaris's light meets with the light emanating from the hole in the North Pole, then you have the sun and the moon. Can you draw on MS Paint? Well, yeah, like I'm not super talented, but yeah, I can draw that. But they're going to show it here on the map. Let's see. They are focusing on Africa here. So just following the Hyperborea. Yeah, there are so many lands that we have around us. You know the whole um, science fiction alien shenanigans circus play. Here's the USA, but it's upside down. And here's Mexico. Look how different Mexico is from the fake maps. The image of star and shit. The image of star. Ah, no, yeah. Let's see if they can zoom in. Well, suffice to say, yeah. But take a look at Mexico. Look, it looks so fat. Our land is huge. Here's the Gulf of Mexico. Here's the U.S. The U.S. is not as big. Look how it is somewhat smaller in comparison. And here's Canada. But let's look to the overall map. Okay, so we are here, right? At the center of this spot, the light is projected. Above us, Polaris meets, and the sun and the moon are created. Let me show you a better example of the sorts of consequences from this. It was my lunch break. My lunch break. My lunch break. Giants. Yeah. All right. In this video of giants, at the very end, we have an explanation of how deserts are formed. Where's the... Here it is. Okay, okay. Take a look at this. Let me position myself into another angle. Would here be okay? Okay. Look, the sun spins around with the moon. Have you noticed that underneath the sun, there was this moment in history where the sun vomited out plasma. Like the sun doesn't have a face, right? The sun doesn't have a face. But the sun, for whatever reason, we still don't know if it was programmed, if it was some random thing that happened, but the sun started to throw up plasma, started to make it rain plasma. That's how the deserts were formed. As you can see on the map, the trajectory where the sun moved, because it moves in an ellipsis. Look, the deserts, the trajectory, do you see it? It's a spiral. So the sun follows like this, creates all of the deserts, and eventually, yeah, the deserts, exactly. But let's go back to the map. Do you see this spot over here? How did the sun reach that, right? Because the sun travels in an outward spiral. What's the proof for this? The deserts, they are aligned, but if you want further proof about this, the sun is very close to us. If you're familiar with the vanishing points in drawing, for example, let's say that I have a box, right? I have a box right here. And the vanishing points in perspective make it look as if the objects become smaller, right? As they go farther away. Have you ever noticed that the rays of the sun, they do not fall vertical. They fall at a angle, at an inclination. They fall like this. Take a look at many beautiful pictures of the light of the sun going through the clouds diagonally into our world. So if you were to follow the lines of those sun rays, where would they lead you to? To the point where the sun is. If the sun was who knows how many millions of kilometers away, in evenings it's 90 degrees. If you were to just to think that the sun is million of kilometers away, the light, the rays would not be at an angle. They would fall vertically, perpendicularly. And that's another good point. Um, doesn't it look really nonsensical that supposedly in outer space it is so cold? You have seen it. Someone goes into outer space in science fiction and they froze. What? Frozen. Then how come it gets so hot down here? Right? And some would think, hey, what about the highest peaks? The highest peaks of the world. Why are they so cold? That's because they are very far away from the trajectory of the spiral of the sun. And some say, I haven't done the measurements myself, but some say that there are peaks that are taller than the sun's trajectory. That is, if this is the land, this is our land, and the sun is over here. Some say that we have cold peaks really up high that are higher than the sun, and that's why they are snowy peaks because it's so cold. The rays of the sun doesn't really have that much of an effect on it. But it really makes you think, right? It's exactly if the sun is so far away and we get those horrible heat moments, people passing out perhaps if when they cover themselves with a certain lotion that supposedly protects you from the sun in science fiction, and they pass out because the heat is too strong, the sun is too strong. Then how in the fuck would things be frozen in space? That doesn't make sense. Like, oh, the rays of the sun are suddenly disappearing and it's cold, but then they appear again and they go into our. So you start to question all of those things. But yes, that's like a crash course. My recommended channels. I recommend My Lunch Break. I recommend John Thor, Eric Dubai. Eric Dubai. That's a good channel. I'm going to show it on screen. The Eric Dubai channel. Really good channel. Eric Dubai. Those are my like recommended channels. But yeah, that's pretty much like what I would say. It's because Earth is round, and when you are in evening, you are facing no. And here's the thing, the sun. If the Earth is round, how come there are many places, and this has been verified in the world, that are illuminated by the sun? If you go into a dark room and take a sphere, go into a dark room with a sphere. If you go as fast as Earth spins, If we go as fast as Earth spins, how come the actors in outer space can make repairs to the stations if we are spinning so fast and the image remains the same? They are taking live footage and suddenly it is still. And suddenly they show you photoshopped images of space with garbage. And suddenly there is no garbage. And suddenly there are no stars. And they show you the image of the science fiction moon when they supposedly landed. And no shadows. No shadows. And when they take off, who stayed behind to film that, right? Like you have to use critical thinking. You have to wake up. A lot of people get trapped into the ego. They think, no, 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 it's not possible that I was deceived all this time. Bro, Earth is big and makes us spin. No. Oh, sorry. I am so sorry that you are not very smart. You have ignored every single evidence that I have shown to you. Oh no, the Earth is not spinning. I have just shown to you that the wires and the green screen. No way, that's very disappointing. Explain to me why they are using green screen and wires. Give me an explanation. Give me an explanation. Give it to me. I'm waiting. Tell me, tell me. Tell me why they are using green screen and wires. Tell me right now. Give me your argument. Tell me. I showed you the image. Give it to me. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Come on. You see? Give it to me. Give it to me so I can destroy it with logic and reasoning. Why are they using green screen and wires? That's like the last attempt to help people break away. If it's fake, that still doesn't make the Earth round. What is your evidence for the Earth being round apart from the photographs and the footage? What is your evidence apart from photoshopped images? Do you want to see photoshopped images? Like, wow, I really have to go all out. Here we go. You need to think for yourself. Where the fuck do you think you're obtaining all of that information? Who the fuck is giving it to you? The mainstream. They can modify everything. So we go into John, Thor. You can try going to a beach. Yeah, the beach experiment. That is excellent. They have verified that. Eric Dubai. And watch a boat. Do you want to watch a boat with camera, with the footage, with an actual potent lens? Let's see. What is the horizon? Let me make myself small again. Doo, doo, doo. I can't believe so much programming. Look, this is a modification with curved lenses, but with potent cameras, really zooming in and zooming out. There is no curvature. The curvature doesn't exist. This is the farthest away. And look at the sun. It is making it spiral. It makes it look as if the sun is coming out. Look at the boat. Is it disappearing? Yes, but it never curves. That's because it is too far away. Do you see? It's not going down into the earth. All of the footage that they have given you, it is modified. There here in this video, you have so many zoom outs and zoom ins. It never goes down. And we don't have a single fucking image from space showing us the boats upside down from Australia. They never show to us images of the boats upside down. If the world we are living in is round, why aren't there any videos of boats, right? Of boats going down, like upside down, right? Here is an example of how you can easily tweak the camera to give that angle, the modified footage. Look, you just need to turn it to the side a bit, but zooming out, no curvature. Zoom up and they'll reappear. Do you see? Because they are too far away. Boats don't sail over a curve. Just zoom up and they'll reappear. It's how perspective works on a plane. the vanishing points that I tell you. And you try to tell that what there is no up or down in Australia is that you are down. Exactly. And why they don't show us images of the upside down cities in Australia? Again, I am telling you, why aren't they showing us the images of the upside down in Australia? The buildings upside down, the boats upside down. Like, before you continue, like, how you say, talking about what they have put inside your brain, you need to watch these videos. You need to make sense of things, the perspective, the vanishing points, understanding that it's all pretty much any artist can identify this. There is no up or down. Of course there is. I just told you. Why aren't there stars or meteors raining from up to up to down, from down to up? Now explain to me right now. Why haven't we seen star rains going from side to side? Why aren't there star rains falling from falling, right? Going from down to up or side to side. They are not. They always fall down. They always fall down. Tell me your explanations. Have you ever seen a star rain that goes from down to up or side to side? No. They fall down. And why haven't we seen mini meteors that go from down to up or side to side? You are not using your brain. Why haven't we been seeing meteors that go from down to up? Falling, exactly. No, exactly. Listen to me. You're not using your brain. If we are living in a ball, why haven't we seen them from side to side, from down to up, from side to side, from down to up? I don't know how to explain it to you. You're not paying attention. They always fall down. No, there is because if it's a sphere, you're not understanding. We have their sphere, and things are traveling all over. You will see them crisscrossing all the time. You're not understanding. This is a plane. Things fall down, right? If we are living in space, it will be going like this. Because there is no up or down, exactly, right? Because there is no up or down in their fantasy space model. So there is only up and down. Because otherwise, the star rains, the meteors, everything will be falling. Like that is will be coming from side to side, from down to up. Will be crisscrossing because in space there is no up or down. If there is no up or down in space, in science fiction YouTube, then the meteors, the star rains, the asteroids, whatever, we would see them going crisscrossing. No, they are always falling. They are always falling. But yeah, that's like it's very, very exhausting when you keep repeating the same things over and over again and they're not paying attention. But that's pretty much it. Make of it what you will. I'm just trying to assist people because they don't want us to know. Okay, I'm explaining you how there is no up or down as far as I know. There is stream delay. No, no, no. But you just have to answer a single thing. Why aren't the meteors, the star rain, all of that going from down to up or from side to side? No, they're always falling. And I just shown you like the tip of the iceberg. There are so many videos and evidence proving the bullshit. But you can only do so much. If someone like has fallen completely under the dogman doctrine of the space station, you can't do anything. Oh, that was good. There we go. Because in every point you will see it going down, even in Australia. No, what? Be upside down. I'm trying to understand, but you can't. I just told you. Yes, Mia. Look, look. Let me get a ball. All right. Be right back. Let me see if I can find a ball. Whew. Okay, I'm back. I'm back with the ball. Here it is. Here it is. We are in space, right? Let me. Uh, Here we go. This is our planet. If we are living here, all of the okay, put two Toy Story soldier on a ball. What? A Gundam. Like I have a Gundam. Right? They have never shown footage to us of people upside down from space. Neither boats nor people. Now, meteors. Meteors. You will never see them doing this or this. You always see them falling here. Even the ones far away with telescopes, you would see them from side to side. Okay, imagine its point of view. No, but you don't understand. That's because, how you say, I could tell you right now that you are upside down, and it's because it's your point of view, but it doesn't prove anything. There is no gravity. I don't know what this is, but I like Gundams. There is absolutely no evidence proving that this is real in science fiction. But there is plenty of evidence, as I have been showing you, that points to the contrary. And once again, you will never see the shooting stars, the meteors, the anything moving from down to up, side to side. You always see them falling here, down here. You never see, oh, look, the star rain. The star rain is going from up to down, from side to side across the sky. Look, follow it. Over there. Oh, it's going over. It falls down. It falls. But yeah, that's like the most that I can do. Like, you really, let's take it one by one. There are meteors in Australia. Yes, because we are living at the same level. Fuck, we are living at the same level. Of course, there are going to be because we are living at the same level. It still falls. But who do you think meteors only fall in a single place? No, no, no. Why did they? No, no, they fall all over the place. And some of those, a lot of those are fake. A lot of those are fake. But the things that fall from the sky, it falls everywhere. But like I tell you, you will never see here. I don't know where you are. Maybe you are in the US. I bet you are in the US. So in the US, you will never see star rains or meteors or whatever going from up to down, from down to up. You will never see them raining upwards. You will never see them raining upwards. It's always down because there is down and there is up. It's density. But that's as much as I can tell you because you seem no Europe. In Europe, you will never see star rains raining from down to up. Stefan Molyneux's head looks like an asteroid. Yeah, a very rotten asteroid. Let me see. Okay. And the vanishing points that I told you about the sun's rays, like that is Bro, there is no up or down. Fuck. I'm sorry, but this channel is for high IQ people. You're not just preaching things. You're just it's like you have a religion. They're coming towards Earth. No, they don't understand. Even if they were coming towards Earth, you would see them going from down to up, even with telescopes, even from far away. Why? There is no orbit. Have you ever heard the expression "waters of the firmament"? It's water outside of things. If there is space, why are there bubbles in the footage? Bubbles. You cannot have bubbles in outer space. Let me show it to you. Let me show it to you. We need to do these things. I'll maximize myself in a few moments. Bubbles in outer space. You cannot have bubbles in outer space because bubbles cannot exist in a vacuum. What's the name of this guy? Mm-mm. Ah, yes. I'll find him through his video Muskification. Muskification. Or was it Elon Musk does nothing? Mm-mm. Searching here. I'll have to search in my channels. Mark Sargent. Mark Sargent. Yes, Mark Sargent. We go to his videos. I think it was in the space station bloopers video. Mm-mm. Ah, well, somewhat unrelated, but here is the another funny video. The guy that I told you that moving from side to side with the wires attached to his back. Let me go. You see, from left to right, look at his waist, flying like Superman in the movies. Now, full Earth proof. Here, let me show you the bubbles from space. Let me see if we can find it here. Space bubbles. Space bubble. Let's wait for the ad. And of course, Wikipedia, of course, wants to push the agenda. Also, think about that. Why does YouTube put all of this Wikipedia information, all of these little notes, right? They really, really want to trick people into that. Let's see if we can find the full video here. Bubbles in space. I think I'll have to go to Odyssey. Yes, we go to Odyssey because sometimes it's easier to find it here. Mm, we go to the video number 2. Where is it? Mm-mm-mm. What on earth happened? Video number 2. I'm having a difficult time finding the. Ah, fuck! I forgot to minimize myself. No, um, ah, let's see. I really want to believe you, but it doesn't make much sense how if station is fake, Earth is not a bulb because The ball lie is based on research obtained through the research in these space stations. But now I'm trying to find the video because these videos they are always kept underground. Bubbles in outer space. Mm-mm-mm. Here it is. Let me see. This is one of the videos, I think. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Yes, it's this one. Let me. Okay, pay attention. The bubbles. Do you see it? That's water. That's water. That is fucking water. That is inside of a pool. Slow motion. In space, there is a vacuum. There are no things like dust and like blue water. Like when the dust flows in the water, because it is a vacuum. And those of you that are actual scientists, you know that you cannot have water effects. You cannot have water effects and bubbles in space. This is a pool. They are filming this inside of a pool. Look, here's another bubbles. They even cornered the astronauts in science fiction. In science fiction, this is not true. YouTube, this is science fiction. This is not true. We believe the mainstream. And told them, why do you have bubbles? Could it be that you're filming inside of a pool? One of them actually got violent. The let's call him the Armstrong guy, and he punched the guy asking the question. He punched him, and the guy kept pushing, and he said, "Swear upon the Bible, swear upon the Bible that you actually went to that place, to the science fiction moon." He wouldn't do it. He wouldn't do it because he knows that there are certain magical repercussions when it comes to swearing falsely with your hand on the Bible, because the Bible is a very dangerous grimoire. That's how you control people with religion. Ah, I've already been here. But yeah, like I don't know what else to tell you. There are so many things that you can look for, and you keep on saying, and you can still argue against it in so many ways to protect the falsehood. You can say, no, no, that video is fake. No, 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 those were not bubbles and were not water effects. Those were space dust. Yeah, it's space dust. It moves exactly like a liquid, even though it's a vacuum. It flows like a liquid. Yeah, because it turns out that space suddenly turns liquid. Look for the various ancient texts where they mention the waters of the firmament, even the Bible. They say that God separated the waters of the firmament from the waters below with the dome. Like a lot of people have been programmed to think that when you speak this, it is crazy talk. Like their brains are going to shut down completely. Click this link and debunk. What link? YouTube doesn't allow links in chat. But if it's here in YouTube, just tell me the name of the video. And they have gone to great extremes. For example, mm, this is what gets a lot of people. What would you say if I were to tell you that most of the planes have had their windows in science fiction replaced with curved mirrors, the curved windows, so that when you look outside, you can see a small curvature. Hmm. Let's listen to the pilots. Who better than the pilots to tell us their opinions, right? Here we go. Listen from the pilots. Pilots. We go to John Thor's channel. The pilots will let you know. What do pilots think about this whole thing? Let listen to them. What do the pilots think?
This world is not what you think it is.
I'm a fellow, Casey Josh, I'm a fellow just PPL pilot here.
Yeah, nice.
I got a couple of serious questions to ask.
Let me raise the volume so that you can all hear. Let's turn it up to 21. Let me know if it's too loud.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, there's a big time. Curvature.
Curvature.
Yeah.
Yep.
We don't allow for curvature, do we?
For anything, not for you usually. Yeah.
No, we're round. We're a disc, aren't we? Round and flat.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Hey, look, honestly, quite seriously,
Yeah.
we are, aren't we?
Yeah.
Thank you, mate. Thank you for being honest. Can I ask you one more serious question?
Yeah, go for it.
I just got one question to ask. Flat or a ball?
Flat or a ball? What's that?
Well, I never feel as breaking round. If we live on a ball, surely we'd have to fly around it. Yeah, it feels like flat or a ball.
Flat, not a ball. I think it's flat.
Yeah, me too.
Pretty flat to me.
It certainly does.
That's because pilots. It is being shown on the screen. Yes, that's because pilots. They know that if it was round, they would constantly be in danger of flying out of it. Like goes the plane. Whoa, whoa. No, that is. Let's say that they don't have enough potence. The fuel is not potent enough to break out of the fictional orbit. You would have to stabilize the nose constantly down of the plane. You have to stabilize the nose constantly down so that you are not in danger of going up. If we are living in a spinning ball, if you're traveling from this direction to the other, and the spinning ball is spinning in this other direction, you would save a lot of money in fuel. There is no variation. There is no variation to the trips. Some trips would be really fast because you are moving in this direction, you are flying your plane, and the ball is spinning in this direction. You will get so fast from one place to another. Or if you are flying in this direction and the ball is spinning in that direction, it will take so long to get from one place to the other. And here you have the pilots. I don't read the message. It's censored here on YouTube. Wow, exactly. Why does YouTube censor these sorts of things? There is no. Let me check. Are you saying that? Let me search for it. Because if it's the supported on their own theories, and that. Lunar eclipses, again, the moon is a projection. Ships disappearing, hull first, again, that's because they are so far away. Your eyes are not potent enough to see them at that distance. Changing star patterns. Again, light in fluid, stars, planets. That's light produced due to the sounds within the fluid. It's all like every single one of their evidence is just trust me, bro. I know what I'm talking about. Just trust me, bro. No empirical evidence whatsoever. Again, the pilots. Listen, the pilots like, why are you so programmed to only believe what the fucking powers that be are telling you?
It does, doesn't it? And
We have the pilots. Who better to know? The pilots that have been flying
No, it's not.
from one place to the earth to the other.
Thank you very much.
Are you the pilot? Oh, okay. Yes. Am I allowed to say hi? Hey, I just want to say thanks for the smooth flight.
Right.
I did have one question. Is there like a specific angle of downward tilt you have to fly at to
3 degrees.
3 degrees
That's it.
for the curvature of the Earth?
Oh, for the Earth?
Because
No, we just fly over the troposphere.
really.
Yeah.
But do you have to keep like kind of going down because?
No, we actually have to nose up. And it flies.
These are several pilots. Several.
Really? Because I was reading some stuff on the flat Earth that made a lot of sense. Have you looked into it?
Which one? Sorry.
I was reading a lot of stuff on the flat Earth.
Okay, yeah. True.
It's true?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, cool.
All
Hey,
right.
God bless.
There is just so much. I cannot waste too much time like going over and over again the same thing again. Like I'm just like bombarding you with all sorts of evidence. You really need to look further into things if you want to know the truth. Of course, you can remain in the Matrix like in the Matrix film. You can take the blue pill and remain in the Matrix. Or you can take the red pill and see how deep the rabbit hole goes. But the main reason as to why they are trying to keep up this circus is because they don't want us to know that there are many science fiction YouTube science fiction lands, many lands beyond our own. Because from those lands come the real puppeteers, the ones that are damaging our lands. They are not from our lands. That's why in science fiction, they create conflicts and wars with each other, between us. That's why they damage our environment, because they are not from these lands. And the science fiction politicians, CEOs, religious leaders, they are their servants. It is like a huge rabbit hole. But yeah, like I said, I got very annoyed because I keep saying, like, presenting all this evidence, and everything that you're presenting to me is the mainstream telling you, well, it is because I say so. Their empirical evidence. Who are they? You won't believe it. Well, I'll give you some hints. Take a look at mythology, and you will constantly see the fight between humans and giants. Ah, perhaps you haven't seen them. That I also have to show because, yeah, that is important. That is very important. These are what I'm going to show to you are the good guys. They are no longer that around. They are not completely eliminated, but they have been driven almost to the point of extinction. Here we go. Have you ever wondered why there was this term of Your Highness? You know, Your Highness. Or respect, Your Highness. Right? Okay. Oh. Let me show you an image of Earth, 1800s. 1800s, Your Highness. 5 years to 50 years, yes, very interesting. Have you ever wondered why we have churches and temples that are so tall? Have you seen the doors of the churches, of the temples? Those huge buildings that were supposedly made with hammer and chisel. Nice. Well, at least I'm getting viewers, right? But I'm just doing this to help. We are all on the same side. We must understand. We all used to be from an ancient empire. Let me show you I'll show you the images in a few moments. Where is it? Here is our flag of our ancient empire in science fiction. Tartaria, Tartaria. Tartary. We all used to form part of Tartaria, the glorious empire of Tartaria, apparently founded by Genghis Khan. But the chosen goblins, that's how I call them, you know, the ones that are constantly rubbing their hands, huge ears, huge noses, of a certain cult. They came because they made a pact with the creator god. Who is the creator god? The god, what you know as God? Jove. He is Beelzebub, Satan. If God is all powerful, why did he need 6 days to supposedly create the world and 1 day of rest? Exactly those. No, no, YouTube. We love those people. No, no. How dare you? Don't be like that. No, no, no. Those guys. If God is all powerful, why did he need 6 days to create the world and 1 day of rest? An all powerful being would have created all of this in an instant and no need of rest. If God is good, why did he unalive the entirety of Hub's family and torture Hub to see if Hub was loyal to him? A good God would not do that, and a good God, all knowing God, would already know that Hub was loyal to him. If God is all powerful, why does he need an army of angels and demons and floods to unalive people? If he was all powerful, he would do it in an instant. God is Satan. Bad cop, good cop. Oh, use the name of God to stop Satan. And God is like, yes, use my name. Oh, no, 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 that's too much. And God is like, but thankfully, God has recently died. It's very delicate information, but he recently died. So now we have a fighting chance. But going back to the giants, let's see. Yeah, the sword. Do you think this sword was made for humans? Right? This is a sword for giants. Do you think? Let's go. Children of the Giants, Belgium. If you could put this in a digestible form and made a whole video on your theory, there will be 100 perfect. Maybe God died. Yeah, God died. God was not. He's not immortal. He died. He got unalived. It was a very difficult effort, I would say, but he got unalived. But now we have a fighting chance. That's why the world is so much at, how you say, at chaos when it comes to tricking people. The Donald, a certain president, the Donald, in science fiction, he has been exposed as a servant to the chosen goblins. When the recent conflict happened, he was 100% supporting the chosen goblins in science fiction. When he supposedly was the target of the sniper, you didn't see blood until the whole security team huddled over him, applied blood, and then, oh yeah, there is an initiation ritual for the priests of that science fiction sect where you have to anoint the ear with blood. They are messing up. They are revealing all of their intentions because the one who used to give them the orders was Baal, Beelzebub, Satan, the same fucking shit, the same fucking piece of shit. He was the one giving all of them instructions. Now they cannot think for themselves. They are messing up so badly. But yeah, children of the giants, these are little girls. As you can see, they share the same school uniform. This is late 1800s Belgium, I think. And the teacher, same size. Giant ladies watching smaller people, humans. These are us. We are humans. We are this size. And the giant ladies enjoying the show, right? Do you think Dark Souls 3 is weird as fuck? Yes, Nero. That's why people love Dark Souls. Because Dark Souls has so many gigantic constructs and beings. That's the history of our real world. This building, you cannot build all of this in 3 years or less with hammers and chisels. You need power tools. You need power tools to build this. Please go on about this. I know you're very passionate about this, but I can't get the bigger picture of what you're trying to explain. Can you tell the whole model? Okay, whole model, here we go. In science fiction, evil giants are attacking us. They are running the show from the lands that we are not shown on the map. On the map, there aren't any lands. No, in the official map, they won't show you all of the lands. We are living in an infinite plane of many continents. From those continents come the fucking evil giants. Attack on Titan. You remember Attack on Titan, right? In Mexico, we used to fight these giants. Look at this fucking thing, biting the arm off. Brave Mexican climbing on top, ready to deliver the blow on the back of the neck, like Attack on Titan. That's where they got the idea for the anime. This is a building in the US. Virginia, Massachusetts. Look, Virginia, Massachusetts, Maryland. The US used to be like Greece. It was incredibly beautiful. The plazas, the cities, no garbage, like the people happily living alongside the good giants. This building was supposedly destroyed in a fire. Last time I checked, stone isn't flammable. You need explosives for this. Giant in Chile. Giant in Chile. Overseeing the construction. This is again, I think it late 1800s. Before, in the late 1800s, that's when, beginning 1900s, that's where they took over the world. And they raised it. Where can I see a giant? Right now, they're hiding. Even if I knew where they were, I wouldn't reveal this in YouTube, in science fiction. Because these are the good guys. The giants that look like us, they are the good guys. This is a good giant. But the monstrous giants that I told you, and you will not find an image of a monstrous giant because they are very well. They have destroyed, burned, erased them completely. We only have the image of the good giants. Let's see what else over here. Well, yeah, this is the guys that are running the thing. Oh, look, science fiction Elon Musk celebrating with Donald. The thing, right, that they like to read, and the all-seeing eye of Beelzebub. Um, we all used to be part of the Tartarian Empire. We have the evidence. Jaguar is half giant. He's like 71, 7.1. No, I'm 6 point. Last time I checked, 6.3, 6 feet 3. But I do have giant ancestors because I have RH negative and I have red-haired people in my family. Those are the two, how you say, requirements, evidence that you have giant blood, RH negative and red-haired people in your family. This is from Mayan civilization. This is from the Roman civilization. You have seen this as before. A certain man with a mustache in the conflict number 2. A man funded by Prescott Bush. You know, that war that I cannot mention in YouTube. Let's call it conflict number 2. He used this sign but modified, right? The Mayans and the Romans, part of the same empire, Tartarian Empire. Mexico, Roman warrior, Tartarian Empire. The Star Forts, the Statue of Liberty is on top of one of these things. We still do not know. We still do not know who created this. There is speculation. Serious question, blondes or redheads? For women, I don't know. They're but very, very hot. I cannot decide between blondes and redheads. They are so freaking hot. I had almost ginger hair as a child, so am I? That could be. You should look in your family ancestry to see if there are RH negatives. If so, it is most likely RH negative blood type. The star forts. It appears that they were created by the same giants in Egypt. You know, the ones that they call the cone heads. Have you seen in Egypt that they had these huge head pieces? But we still lack a lot of evidence or reasoning as to verify if the star forts were created by them. But if you want to look at yes, then you are. You have the giant ancestors. In the Statue of Liberty is also on top of one of these star forts. Yeah, very different flags from when we were under the Tartarian Empire, the glorious Tartarian Empire that sadly fell to religion. That's the purpose of religion. Some, though not all. That is okay because it goes deeper. It goes even deeper. The Japan flag, very different. The China flag. We still had the pirates. The pirates were parts of the chosen goblins. It would make sense that so many goblin shows like Seinfeld and South Park are always demonizing redheads. Exactly. And in the Dark Ages, the Dark Ages were actually the period of humanity. It actually happened in the late 1800s. Our timeline has been modified. History has lied. We are actually not that old. Probably less than 2,000 years old. Probably less. Much less. The in the Middle Ages, the witches were considered to be redheaded, so they burned a lot of redheads. Argentina and Japan used to be one. Yeah, they look very similar, right? The samurai. Mm, I was part of a particular organization that I cannot reveal the name, but I am glad I got out of there alive. But that was just the start. Everything else throughout the years. Mhm. Mm, the samurai armor. If you take the modern Japanese man and have him wear the samurai armor, it looks like a kid wearing his dad's armor. They are very short, very thin. Because in science fiction, this is not real YouTube. Take a look at the Ainu people in Japan. Ainu people. I personally consider them to be the science fiction YouTube, the real ones. The other ones in science fiction are hybrids. Take a look at the picture, you'll get the idea. I cannot show it here in YouTube because it's a spicy picture, but a very old illustration. Let me look for the correct name. Let me make myself larger to hide the screen. It was Fisherman's Wife. Fisherman's Wife, where is it? The Dream of the Fisherman's Wife. The dream of the Fisherman's Wife. Oh, fuck. Yeah. I cannot show it here in YouTube. Search Google The Dream of the Fisherman's Wife. Have you ever wondered why there are so many right now in Japan? They are in science fiction YouTube. They are experiencing a crisis because a lot of people in Japan feel as if they are so ugly. This is no joke. Take a look at the videos. The Fisherman's Wife. Just Google it. You'll find it immediately. The Dreams of the Fisherman's Wife. Dreams of the Fisherman's Wife. Google it. I had an Ainu cashier at the local supermarket. Is that true? I know because I asked about his surname. He looked more white than Asian. That's the thing. 44 viewers, nobody typing. Yeah, because they are, well, they have their reasons, right? Not everybody has to type. But a lot of the Japanese in current times, they feel so ugly. In science fiction, and that is because they are. Let's say that their origins are very different in science fiction. This is not true. This is not true. We're talking about a science fiction setting. This is not the real world. No, YouTube, this is not true at all. Like I am just this comedy. This is not true at all. This is false. Okay. Well, that's my family crest. The one of the few Tartarian bloodlines. When Tartaria was being taken over, most of the corrupt noble families. Not everyone has to type, but anyone cool should like. Yeah, please like the video. Some of the royal families. We are talking the Medici, the Conti, the Orsini, the Orange. They betrayed Tartaria and gave us to the tyrants from other lands. But my family line, I am glad to say that we are one of the few that remain loyal to the very end. The sword, this is in the United States, Coney Island. Coney Island, 1900s. When you had energy that you did not need to purchase. I cannot say that the name, right? YouTube? This is the energy that you do not need to purchase. You could say that this energy, you could obtain it for science fiction free. Not every, this is what the US was used to have. How do I get this information? Look everywhere. I have already given you some links. The John Thor channel, the My Lunch Break channel, the Mark Sargent's channel, Eric Dubé's channel. It's all about looking everywhere. Just look everywhere. The US as well. Beautiful Tartarian cities. If only the fucking Tartarians didn't fall to religion. Oh, put the other chick. Don't unalive. How to get free energy from the air. That's why we have many of giant pictures were debunked. According to who? According to who, right? According to who? According to who? They're always telling you, like, don't believe the mainstream. I actually got it from a channel called Mente Abierta, some other pictures. I got it from the internet throughout the years, just snatching them as soon as I saw them. The buildings like this one. Have you noticed that they have these very interesting points at the top? The cathedrals, cathedral, cathode. Many areas of the cathedrals, they look like they house the circuitry, engines. Even the floor itself looks like a motherboard. They cover it with angels and saints and paint over it. Tartaria had no toilets, only buckets. Here's the interesting thing, Nero. A lot of the castles, most of the old castles, they had no toilets, not even buckets, nothing. That's another rabbit hole. The ones that lived in those castles, the toilets were added much, much later. If you analyze both the stones and the construction of the toilets, they are more recent. At the top of the towers, the Chrysler Tower, etc., science fiction. They are antennas, the cathedrals. You obtain energy from the air, ether, static. You have seen the effects of static. Take a pen, a plastic pen, rub it on your hair, rub it really hard, and then turn on the water faucet at the just a trickle of water, and get your pen close to it, and see what happens to the water. Now imagine a greater static current. Imagine how many things you could possibly do, just like the moon in science fiction, which is a electromagnetic projection that can move the waters. Show how to get free, and I wish I knew. They unalive you. The ones that Tesla, some like Tesla, this other man. Let me show if I can. I'll show you this. Sadly, one of the geniuses that were stolen from us in recent times. I hope I can still find his video. I think it is here. Mm-mm-mm. Where is the lad? This brilliant African man. Where is he? Where is he? Come on, show it to me, show it to me, come on. One of the geniuses stolen from our time. Where is he? No, I'm in Mexico. Oh, I need to find that video because it is a very important video. He was stolen from us. Where is he? Maybe if I type. Hmm. Oh, it's making it so hard to find that video. That video is one of the most important videos. I should have taken a. Maybe download it when possible. Mm-mm. Also, while we are looking for that video, however, have you ever thought that the magic mirrors that appear in fairy tales, don't you think they are very suspicious? Don't you think it sounds like a plasma screen? Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest one of all? Right? Couldn't it be a video chat using a plasma screen, a monitor? Just putting it out there. Oh, I need to find that video because that guy, he did the amazing, the almost unthinkable. Don't tell me they took it down, the fucking bastards. Did they take it down? Fuck, I hope not. There is a pretty good chance they took it down. Well, suffice to say, genius young man in Africa, high schooler, plasma screen, like the mirrors. We still do not know if they are monitors, if they are plasma screens, if there were something else. The like in Snow White, the evil witch had the magic mirror, but it wasn't like a magical mirror. It was most likely a screen, like I am talking to you using my laptop. So where is it? They took it down, the fuckers, right? No fucking way. No, it must be. Let me take a look at his live streams. It should be there. Come on, crossing fingers. Oh, fuckers, they did. They took it down. No, fuck them. Yeah. Well, short story short, long story short, long story short. An African man created with recycled materials. This machine that was pretty much in science fiction a free cell phone. You could use it to make free calls to anyone with no need of a card. He did it to assist his village because he was very poor. Yeah, they took down the video. The fuckers. Because you don't want they took it down because they don't want people to get free. Imagine if you had a free cell phone in science fiction. Imagine free cell phone. You don't need to pay anything. You have your cell phone and you can call any number. And it also worked as a television and a USB charger. He could communicate. He could communicate with anyone. And the young man, this young black guy, he mysteriously disappeared. How convenient. He disappeared. He's nowhere to be found. He contacted, I think he contacted the US. No, that was another genius. And then he mysteriously disappeared. And now we don't have free cell phones in science fiction. They took down the video. I am so sad. You really need to download every single fucking video. You need like a bank of all of these. How dare they? Super sad that I couldn't show it to you. But Nero saw it. I don't know his name. Nero, do you remember the name of the black guy that created the machine? Because I showed. It should be in another one of my streams, but I don't remember which one. Oh, what's the name of the guy? I don't remember the name. I am sure I have it in one of my streams because I showed the image. But I don't remember which video. Nero, if you remember the name or the video where I showed you the image, they took it down. Fuck. Oh. Whoa. I hope they don't take my video down. Maybe. Well, I hope that video is yeah. Well, maybe because I displayed the video without the sound. Yeah. But yeah, no, so sad. I can't find it. Cannot find it. Sad. If you show, I will try to donate money sometime. The really? Oh fuck! Donations. Yum yum yum. Let me try to see if I can find it. Everybody, send me your energy. Send me the Dragon Ball energy for me to find the video. Where is it? Nero, help me with your memory. Oh no. Where did I see it? Oh fuck. He has to be somewhere. Maybe it's still here in YouTube. Maybe how do you say? Black guy created cell phone. Black guy created cell phone. Uh no. Where is it? Donations. Yum yum yum. Fuckers. No, no, no. I'm recording, so if you show a video, I can repost it later on other platforms. I'm still looking for it. Okay, how can I do this? Maybe go into my channel. Maybe it's in Odyssey. Let me look in Odyssey. Looking through Odyssey. Odyssey. Black guy creates cell phone. Not even here. Mm. Keep searching. Keep searching. Exactly. Nero, do you remember how long ago did I speak about that? It should have been around the time of the DuckTales video. Let's go to DuckTales part number 1. Where are you, DuckTales? DuckTales, DuckTales. Fucking. Let me try also looking in the Mente Abierta channel to see if he like unlisted the video. Maybe he unlisted the video. Let's go to his lists. Tartaria Technology. Please tell me you unlisted the video. Please, please, please. Please tell me. Going through the videos. I can't find it. Fuck. Mm, 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 mm. Well, just to keep things a bit interesting, I'm going to, in the meantime,
Bienvenidos a
show you some of these other Tartarian buildings. This is the channel that I told you about, the Mente Abierta channel. Yeah, over 10 days probably. More of these glorious buildings from the US as well. I think these also from the US. Here is the where they obtain the energy that you do not need to purchase. Let me move myself to the side. Here is where this antennae, you obtain the energy from the sky free, but the technology has been hidden away. Let me show you more. In churches, in temples. Let me show move myself away again. Moment, please. Just a moment. Well, I could also, yeah. Let me show you this real quick. Another image. Do you think these doors were made for people of our size? This is a normal human. This is in Greece. This is one of our own human. This door was not made for us. More giants. Giants. This one has been retouched with Photoshop, obviously. So this one is considered fake. Even if it was real and just retouched with AI. No, with AI. It was retouched with AI. It is not valid because it doesn't look like the others. There is 3D going on here. If they modified it, they made a terrible mistake because it looks so fake. Skeleton of giant found at Juniper. The lost city of giants in hills of Sonora, Mexico. An explorer has found 34 mummies, each over 7 feet tall. Here's the. Let me move myself again. Here's the evidence. Giant skeletons in the gravel pit. Find man of Stone Age. Bones of prehistoric giant found near Miamisburg. Smithsonian gets huge Indian skull. Hey, more giants in Mexico. Take a look at the size of the people. This is in the Porfiriato. The giants riding at the top. Normal human down here. All of these guys, giants. Giants, gals and guys, giants. Giant in Mexico, Tomason. able to carry one man in each arm. Is it? Where's the bone now? They destroy them because they want to keep their masters hidden because the evil giants are running the show in science fiction. They want to make people think that giants did not exist, that the giants that we see had some sort of disease, and that's why they are giants because they have some weird disease. That is not true. The bones search science fiction Smithsonian science fiction destroyed bones. Look around and you will see the evidence of they how they committed this foul act. I think those are all of the images, right? That I was. Yeah. Okay. 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 Let me like this. Mm-mm. Yeah, just more images. We continue our search for the cell phone guy. I can't believe. I hope they didn't take it down. That video was incredible. And Nero, you saw it. When did the giants disappear? They disappeared gradually until the 1900s. In the 1900s, you couldn't see most of them. You saw them here and there. Yeah, they removed it completely. I did. I'll see if I can place it in a community post. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to search my videos. I'm going to. Are you sure it was 10 days ago, Nero? No, it was more than 10 days. Where was it? When did I? Here's the DuckTales video, so it should be close to this. Going to look for it, and I'm going to place it in a community post. I'll make like a huge ruckus when I find it. Going to place the picture, and then. But YouTube, fucking YouTube. I know. What I'm going to do is I'm going to reference the video where it is without taking the picture. Yeah, longer than that, and provide you with the image. But yeah, it's a sad thing. I also showed Nero, a guy, a black guy. What was his name? Moses Jackson, Moses Williams, another black guy that was created a machine that could purify water, obtain water from the air, from the atmosphere. And he's still alive, and he's traveling all around the world delivering water to communities that do not have water. So sad. But yeah, I can't find the video. I'll have to wait for. I'll take a rain check for that donation until I can find the older stream. I'll have to search for it. Fucking chosen goblins. Fuck the chosen goblins. Fuck them all. Destroy them. But yeah, a very curious looking machine. Was very boxy, pinkish. It looked very like a bit childish, like a child's toy. But free cell phone. Where's the water air guy? That was also in a video and I was looking for it, couldn't find it. Nero also saw it. I showed it. I also showed him to Nero. I'm going to search my streams, and I'll see if I can find it. And I'm going to be posting it like in a community post. Can you show water air guy proof? Nero, do you? Let's try that again. That should be easier to find because it was more recent, right, Nero? Or was it the same video? Let's see. Found it. Abraham L. Jaguar, please. Thank you, Nero. Thank you. Thank you, Nero. Thank you so much. Triangle Strategy, part 56. Thank you so much. Here we go. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Prepare to take screen captures. Record this. Because this thing, I am risking it all. It's YouTube, this science fiction. This is not real YouTube. Part 56, Triangle Strategy. Let me search for it. Triangle Strategy. Where are you, Triangle? 56. Here it is. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, behold, YouTube, this is not true. YouTube, This is all false, YouTube. This is all false. This is bullshit. We are not saying this is true. This is bullshit. We trust the mainstream, we trust Wikipedia, we trust the schools. We do not trust any of this. Here we go. This is bullshit, YouTube. This is not true. We are exposing these lies. No, this is false, ladies and gentlemen. And there was no genius known as Simon Petrus. There was no genius. No, YouTube. This is false. This guy did not exist. And he did not have a machine that served as a cell phone to call for free to anyone who has a cell phone. This is a lie, YouTube. No. This is not true. This is science fiction. This is all crap. And the man certainly did not disappear. Let me move my... No, yeah, that's fine. The man did not disappear, YouTube. No, he's still alive and well. Yeah, no, this is science fiction. Let me hurry up because, isn't he here, the other guy? Well, thank you, Nero, because this is the cell phone guy, Simon Petrus. Now you know the name in science fiction. This guy, no, he's a normal guy. He's not a genius, and he is still alive. Yeah, he was not unalive. Let me get the name again so that you can see it. From Africa. Yeah, in Namibia specifically. The guy in Namibia, Simon Petrus. Simon Petrus and his science fiction cell phone that he could use for free in science fiction. Simon Petrus, forgotten genius of Namibia. If he's still alive, bro, this was exposed for being radio, according to the mainstream, as always. You're always listening to the internet, right? What they are telling you. But it's not about what they are telling you. It's about your own reasoning. Why would you believe them? Why would you believe them? And why are these videos being taken down? Right? Why are these videos being taken down? If this is... They could market, they could use like a little widget, Wikipedia saying, oh, this was actually a radio. They could do that. They could just place the little sign and say, this was a radio. This science fiction, YouTube. No, this is not true, YouTube. This is not true. This is false. But this is it. So, now, where is that donation? I think I heard something about a donation. You can use the super thanks button, the little button with the money sign. You can use it. But yes, I hope I can find the other video of the Moses guy. I don't remember if Moses was his name or his last name, traveling all over the world, delivering water. I hope he hasn't been unalive. But yeah, thank you, Nero. That was a stellar detective work of immediately finding. You used the intuition to find this. Back to Dark Souls, because soon enough I am going to be playing Phasmophobia after this. Making myself smaller again. But yeah, like I said, you can use the super thanks button whenever you like. Unless you are backing down. So, blue guy without a name. I am waiting for that donation. Bro, you said cell phone. Thank you. Even if bullshit, it's interesting. No. If you're calling my work bullshit, don't send me anything. Like, if you're going to do it, don't insult the person. This is not bullshit. People have died for this. If you're considering all of this bullshit, I am going to consider you... Nero knows what I am talking about. I am going to consider you in the Shunner category. Right, Nero? Everybody, maybe you should look what happened to Sean Michael Driscoll. I take these things very seriously. Like, you won't find a fucking soy boy, pussy-ass guy that takes these things lightly. You either consider it like interesting information. But if you're calling it bullshit, then the Jaguar, I can only say this. In brightest day, in blackest night, no evil shall escape my sight. Let those who worship evil's might beware my power. El Jaguar's bite. Whoop. Hopefully no new shunners. Yeah, I'm always serious about these things. Like, I've seen people suffering trying to communicate this. And someone, oh, lol, bro, the mainstream told me you're lying, bro. Lol. And then I go, well, lol, bro. Bro, what's going on inside of your body right now? Because I'm level 1 in this topic. I'm not ready for all of you. You're level 9,999. So, yeah, but don't call it bullshit. Don't call it bullshit. Like, you're free to believe whatever you like, right? But call it interesting information. Like, well, it's something to consider. I think I have fully explored the depths finally. Oh, and just in time for Phasmophobia. Well, the depths have been somewhat conquered. I should use I will watch more stream and comment maybe. Yeah, and thanks, and I am awaiting that donation. I am always looking forward to share these things, but I take people's words very seriously. Honor is so lacking in our current days, right? Like, everybody just speaks nonsense because they think they are safe behind the screen. But I always, like, we are gentlemen and gentle ladies. Our words need to mean something. So thank you, Nero, and well, I don't know what your name is because I only see your blue icon. How do you make money? I am an investor. I keep it secret, but let's say I have investments. It's a fun stream regardless of beliefs. Exactly, that's the important thing, right? The important thing is to have fun. But yeah, when it comes to these things that are being kept secret, just because the mainstream tells you that it's all a lie, is it really? So thank you, everyone, and Big was also here, right? I got so distracted. Big always is usually watching my streams. Yes, he is. Yes, thank you, Big. Thank you, everyone. This has been your host, Abraham L. Jaguar. And remember, level up in game and level up in life. And for those of you that wish to further support the channel, consider joining as a member using the super thanks button, like, subscribe, take a look at the information in the description, the pinned comment, all of that. I'm going to stream Phasmophobia in about 20 minutes or less. Are you rich? Well, if I was rich, I wouldn't be telling, right? No, it's a battlefield. When it comes to investments, you want to give as little information as possible, especially because some investments are gold mines when you are a few of the people, right, getting into that. When it becomes like known by everybody, then the whole thing plummets. But yeah, but thank you, and see you in about 20 minutes later.